Hey, my name is Anthony and I made this to show you how phenomenal John Mercer Langston truly is. John Mercer Langstons was an American abolitionist, attorney, educator, activist, diplomat, and politician. He was born December 14, 1829, in Louisa County, Virginia, to a white father and a Native American African-American mother. He was the fourth child of a white slaveholder and an emancipated slave mother. In 1834, both parents died and Langston received a large inheritance. 1843, Langston was 14 years old. He began at the preparatory department at Oberlin College, the first college to admit black and white students. In 1849, John graduated, becoming the fifth African-American male to graduate from Oberlin's collegiate department. In 1854, Langston married Caroline Matilda Wall, an emancipated slave from North Carolina. Like Langston, Caroline Wall also attended Oberlin, graduating in 1856. In 1855, Langston was elected town clerk of Brownhelm Township in Ohio, becoming the first black elected official in the state. He did in the Underground Railroad with his brother Charles and Gideon, met Frederick Douglass, and was inspired to deliver anti-slavery speeches. He also recruited black volunteers for the Massachusetts 54th Infantry Regiment, officially the country's first African-American military unit during the Civil War. In 1868, Langston moved to Washington, D.C. to help establish the nation's first black law school, Howard University. 1872, he became its first dean and served briefly as acting president of Howard. Coming up on 1875, Langston was helping draft the Civil Rights Act of 1875, which stands to protect all citizens in their civil and legal rights, providing for equal treatment in public accommodations and public transportation, and prohibiting exclusion from jury service. 1877, and President Rutherford B. Hayes appoints Langston as the U.S. Minister to Haiti and Ambassador to the Dominican Republic. In 1885, we find him as the president of Virginia Normal and Collegiate Institute, which is now Virginia State University. In his last battle in 1888, Langston ran for a seat in Congress as an independent against the white Democratic opponent. The election results were contested for 18 months. Langston was finally declared the winner and served the 6 remaining months of his term. In 1897, he lost the election.
Let me tell you a story about John Mercer Langstons. One day in 1890 in Washington, D.C., John was riding down the street aboard an elegant carriage. Now, this carriage was powered by magnificent white horses. It was a sight to behold. John made this trip with great pride every day on his way to the Congress. And some folks in the white neighborhood decided they had enough of this parade and set up a barrier right in the middle of the street to keep the congressmen from coming through. John Mercer Langstons was undaunted. The next day, he brought himself a big old axe and chopped that barrier into toothpicks, and then proceeded to represent me, an American citizen in the United States Congress.
Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. America never was America to me. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great strong land of love, where never kings combine nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. It never was America to me. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic riff, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark, and who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery's scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek, and finding only the same old stupid plan of dog eat dog, of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the men, of take the pay, of owning everything for one's own greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker, sold to the machine. I am the Negro, servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean, hungry yet today despite the dream, beaten yet today, oh pioneers. I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker bartered through the years, yet I'm the one who dreamt our basic dream. I'm the old world while still a serf of kings. who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sing in every brick and stone, in every furrow turned, that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I'm the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home, for I'm the one who left dark Ireland's shore and Poland's plain and England's grassy lea, and torn from black Africa's strand I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said the free? Not me, surely not me. The millions on relief today, the millions shot down when we strike, the millions who have nothing for our pay, for all the dreams we've dreamed, and all the songs we've sung, and all the hopes we've held, and all the flags we've hung, the millions who have nothing for our pay, except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be, the land where every man is free, the land that's mine, the poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me any ugly name you choose, the steel of freedom does not stain from those who live like leeches on the people's lives. We must take back our land again, America. Oh, yes, I say it plain, America never was America to me, and yet I swear this oath, America will be, out of the rack and ruin of our gangster death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we, the people, must redeem the land and mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain, all the stretch of these great green states, and make America again.
When I think about John Mercer Langston, I think about someone who had to be supremely self-confident, someone who had to know who he was, and as we can tell, we know he had an education. I think just in terms of his own personal character, he had to have a very clear vision about the world in which he wanted to live, and he was not willing to take no for an answer, either for himself personally or for the collective. At one point, that collective being people who had not yet been emancipated from slavery. At another point, a group of people who were clamoring for inclusion in this American democracy.
We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we're dealing in hate. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you? And I, for one, as a Muslim, believe that the white man is intelligent enough. If he were made to realize how black people really feel and how fed up we are without that old compromise and sweet talk. Stop sweet talking it. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. should catch on fire and burn down.